Fox 17 Rock Interview, my special guest, Mark Collie. Many of you know him as Frankie Gray from the show Nashville, and also as the evil villain in The Punisher. Now, I know him as a great, singer, songwriter. You've written hit songs for Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw, Aaron Tippin, and yourself. Let's see, you got the Tennessean of the Year Award in 2006. And the American Spirit Award for what you and Aaron did with the troops in Bosnia, correct?
Yeah.
You've been busy.
Yes, we have. And thank you for remembering some of that stuff that we did. I was very proud when Aaron and I were able to get the music over to the guys, and overseas.
It means a lot.
Yeah.
Well, and you and I were talking off camera, and I've really enjoyed your new album, just released on April 15th, and it's already in Walmart and Amazon. It's selling like hotcakes. So, icon. And what I asked you off camera was, you're not that old, Mark.
Well,
and does it feel odd to have an album called Icon?
It feels odd. It feels a little strange, but I can't think about that. It's like, and that's what Universal guys felt to like calling it, And I don't really know what that means, but I think it's the name of the record, and it's got some of my favorite songs.
There's not a bad track on it. I mean, I've listened all the way through it, and I've got my favorites, like, Even the Man in the Moon is Crying.
One of my favorites, Don Cook and I wrote that for my third record collection at MCA, and it really became a big hit, and it continues to be, get played a lot even today, and just a lot of songs on it. I mean, Something with a Ring to It, which was my first single and first chart record, and that idea came from Aaron Tippin,
Did it? Because, listening to it in my car, which is where I listen to a lot of music, the lyrics really have I love the double entendre of the lyrics. And, and knowing you were coming in, I really paid special attention. And well-crafted lyrics.
Well, thank you. And Aaron and I were spending a lot more time together in those days than we have recently, but we were trying to figure it out, and I was trying to, a great story about that song is I was trying to write songs, trying to get cuts on George Strait.
Yeah.
And I kept wanting to get a George Strait cut, And Aaron came up with this idea, and we wrote this song and started getting some traction around town. People began to like it, and my publisher, Judy Harris, said, the guy next door's got a record deal. This guy had an office next to our little office on Music Row.
Yeah.
She said, you should go play in that song. And I did, and she said, he wants to record that. And she said, he's going to be the next George Strait. And I said, really? I said, well, I heard him sing. I said, he's pretty good, but, he's no George Strait. And so I kept the song at that time, and I recorded it, and it became my first hit,
Yeah.
And I was right about the guy. He was not the next George Strait. He was Garth Brooks.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And yeah, it was incredible, but I love Garth Brooks, and because he actually recorded the song on a later album. He recorded this same song.
Wow.
And it sold a lot more records than I did. And I was able to pay a few bills for that. And thank you, Garth, for that. And
that's not a bad deal at all.
So I was actually blessed to be around some really great talent, and like Garth and like Aaron Tippin and other writers. So whatever success I've had was an effort that I had a lot of support in, So.
Well, and like we mentioned too, Aaron spoke so highly of you, and you're going to be performing this Friday at the City Winery. Doors open at 6 here in Nashville. So, everybody locally or people driving in can come see you this Friday.
Yeah, we're going to have a chance to play, and some of these songs that I'm working them up tomorrow with the band. Some of these songs that were singles, from some many moons ago, many man in the moons ago. I'm going to be working them up and doing a lot of them, and as well as some new music we're working on for a new set of original tunes coming up soon. But.
Yeah, new album. Now, I also wanted to bring up, you have such huge credits with your TV, with the movies and everything else, and we were joking about how you found like a new audience with the kids and everything.
Well, yeah, it's been really great. I mean, a lot of people beginning to recognize me as Frankie, you know.
Yeah.
And occasionally I'll see some Nashville fans that say, "You shouldn't be so hateful to Deacon," you know. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, but I've been able to make a lot of different kinds of movies. You know, I enjoy getting to do that because it allows me to sort of, you know, interpret, you know, emotions and
and you've also won some awards in that as well.
Thank you. We'll talk about that on another show. But I was going to tell you about the kids. Is that I did a show. I thought that these young kids came up for autographs the other night at the Opry, and I was thinking, oh, they must be watching Nashville with their parents.
Yeah.
Or they comic book fans and they saw The Punisher.
Right.
So I'm going, "So you love me in The Punisher?" And they said, "No." And they said, so Frankie on Nashville. They said, "No." But I did this movie with Kevin Sorbo called The Secret Handshake, where it's a kids movie about camping and coming of age story. And that was really kind of nice, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they, so I guess I made a good positive impact in that film. And I look forward to getting to play more wholesome roles, nicer guys.
Yeah, but you know,
I'm always the bad guy.
It's always great to have a role, though, you know, and you're going to be, you know, Johnny Cash in the 2017 movie that's coming out next year.
Well, we haven't started shooting that yet, but I've agreed to do it.
Well, and I think that's incredible because of your tie-in with Johnny, you know, and playing music with him and you knowing him personally.
Yeah, I was, you know, as I say, blessed to have a chance to get to know Johnny and June, and then I guess I've always said the best thing I knew about Johnny Cash was that he knew me, you know. And that was enough for me, that he knew me.
Now, are you still doing, you know, obviously, you know, since you've had diabetes since a teenager, are you still involved with that charity-wise and everything also?
We are. I mean, raising awareness and just trying to encourage people, and
with your work at Vanderbilt.
And of course, and that we, you know, when I was diagnosed with diabetes shortly out of high school. I'd probably had it my whole life. We just didn't realize it. But I was, you know, committed that if I was able to, you know, have some success in the music business, that I would try to do something for, because as you know, you become aware of the illness of diabetes and what it can do, and seeing other friends and patients as I would go to the clinics and hospitals over the years, felt like maybe more could be done. So together with a lot of friends and folks in Nashville, we set out to find ways to. At first, I began doing just concerts and you know, fundraisers like we all do. Yeah. But you can find a fundraising concert everywhere you go, every door you turn. So we were able to get together with some friends at NASCAR, with Dahl, who was my manager at the time, and we put together a celebrity race.
Wow.
We gave and the country stars in NASCAR, and we raced cars at the Nashville Speedway over several years. And all the money went to Vanderbilt to start and fund the first research chair in diabetes research.
That's incredible.
And very proud of that, and proud of the community and everyone who helped with that. Thank you.
Well, and I think that's another reason that the term icon is fitting, Mark. So, you know, not only for your music, but, you know, for your charity work and, you know, with diabetes and with the soldiers and with everything else, I think it's a very fitting term for you.
Thank you.
So be sure and check out Mark Collie, Icon, the brand new album out just on April 15th. And if you're in Nashville, be sure and check him out this Friday at the City Winery. He's going to be playing a lot of these songs and working on new material. And next time we have him on The Rock and Review, we're going to talk about some more of his movie and TV endeavors. Thanks for watching The Rock and Review.